Over my 3 decades of working with individuals navigating the rich and often complex tapestry of their later years, I have come to see aging not as a passive decline, but as an active art form, a discipline that, when practiced with intention, can yield a life of profound health, clarity, and purpose. The years beyond 60 are not an epilogue. They are a distinct and powerful new volume in the story of our lives, one that deserves to be written with vigor and foresight. The prevalent narrative of diminishment is a disservice to the immense potential that this chapter holds. The key is to shift from a reactive mindset, dealing with problems as they arise, to a proactive one, architecting a life that is resilient, organized, and deeply fulfilling. What follows is not a rigid set of rules, but a collection of foundational principles, a comprehensive philosophy for thriving. These are the pillars that I have seen consistently support the most vibrant, engaged, and contented individuals I have had the privilege to know. They are the synthesis of clinical observation, scientific evidence, and the lived wisdom of countless seniors who have mastered the art of aging gracefully and powerfully. First and foremost, we must embrace consistent physical activity. The human body was designed for movement, and this biological imperative does not wane with age. It intensifies. Sedentary living is the silent accomplice to many age-related ailments, from cardiovascular disease to loss of muscle mass, known as sarcopenia, which directly impacts mobility and independence. The goal is not to train for a marathon, but to integrate joyful, sustainable movement into the fabric of daily life. A truly effective regimen is multifaceted, incorporating 4 critical elements: cardiovascular health, strength, balance, and flexibility. A brisk walk in the park, swimming, or cycling elevates the heart rate, strengthening the most vital muscle in your body. Strength training, whether with light weights, resistance bands, or even one's own body weight, is crucial for maintaining bone density and the muscle power needed for simple tasks like carrying groceries or rising from a chair. I often think of Mr. Arthur Grace, a retired school teacher of 78. He shared with me that his commitment to twice-weekly resistance training has done more for his confidence than anything else. Knowing I have the physical strength to be self-reliant, he said, is the ultimate freedom. Finally, practices like Tai Chi or yoga are unparalleled for improving balance, a critical factor in fall prevention and enhancing flexibility, which alleviates stiffness and promotes ease of movement. Building upon this foundation of physical health, we must nourish the body with a purposeful diet. As our metabolism and nutritional needs change, our approach to food must evolve. It's not about restriction, but about intelligent, deliberate choices. Prioritizing lean protein is essential for combating sarcopenia and supporting tissue repair. Sources like fish, poultry, beans, and lentils should be staples. Equally important is fiber, found in whole grains, fruits, and vegetables, which aids in digestive health and helps regulate blood sugar. Hydration is another non-negotiable pillar. Dehydration in older adults can manifest as confusion, fatigue, and dizziness, often being mistaken for other conditions. Aiming for consistent water intake throughout the day is a simple yet profoundly effective health habit. Mrs. Eleanor Vance, a sprightly, 85-year-old with a passion for gardening, attributes her energy to her diet. "I eat the colors of the rainbow from my own garden," she explained. "It's not a diet. It's a partnership with nature. My body tells me what it needs, and I listen." This intuitive, nutrient-dense approach is a powerful model for lifelong vitality. The third principle is to engage in proactive health care and meticulous medication management. The most effective health care is a partnership between patient and provider. This means attending all regular checkups, screenings, and vaccinations, not just when a problem arises. It's about prevention and early detection. Keep a dedicated health journal, noting any changes in your body, questions for your doctor, and a comprehensive list of all medications, dosages, and supplements. This simple organizational tool can be life-saving, preventing dangerous drug interactions, and ensuring your care team has a complete picture of your health. Mr. Robert Chen, a 69-year-old who manages multiple chronic conditions, created what he calls his Health Bible. It's a binder containing his medical history, medication list, emergency contacts, and insurance information. It gives me peace of mind, he told me, and it makes me an active participant in my own care, not just a passive recipient. A cornerstone of both mental and physical health that is often undervalued is the cultivation of quality sleep. As we age, our sleep patterns naturally shift, but the need for restorative rest does not diminish. Chronic sleep deprivation can exacerbate cognitive decline, weaken the immune system, and affect mood. The focus should be on sleep hygiene, creating a sanctuary for rest. This means establishing a regular sleep-wake cycle, even on weekends. The bedroom should be dark, quiet, and cool. Avoid screens, televisions, tablets, and phones for at least an hour before bed, as the blue light they emit can interfere with the production of melatonin, the sleep hormone. Instead, adopt a calming pre-sleep ritual, such as reading a physical book, listening to soothing music, or practicing gentle stretches. For Ms. Helen Carter, a 72-year-old former nurse, her evening cup of chamomile tea and a chapter from a novel is an unbreakable ritual. She affirms it's the signal to my body and mind that the day is done and it is time to recharge. Equally vital to the body is the mind. The fifth principle is to engage in lifelong learning to keep the mind sharp and plastic. The brain, like a muscle, thrives on challenge. Passively consuming information is not enough. Active engagement is key. This could mean learning a new language, picking up a musical instrument, taking an online course on a subject that has always fascinated you, or delving into complex strategy games like chess or bridge. These activities create new neural pathways and build cognitive reserve, which can help delay the onset of dementia and keep the mind agile. I was deeply inspired by Mr. Samuel Rodriguez, who at 65 decided to learn to code. Now at 71, he builds simple websites for local charities. It was frustrating at first, he admitted, but it stretched my brain in ways it hadn't been stretched since university. It keeps me young because it keeps me curious. This internal work must be balanced with external connection. The sixth and profoundly important principle is to foster robust social connections. Loneliness and social isolation are significant health risks for older adults, comparable in their negative impact to smoking or obesity. We are fundamentally social creatures. Nurturing relationships with family and friends is paramount, but it's also crucial to build and maintain a wider community. Join clubs that align with your interests: a book club, a hiking group, a choir, or a gardening society. These groups provide not only enjoyable activities, but also a sense of belonging and routine social interaction. Mrs. Margaret O'Connell, a widow of 75, found new life when she joined a local amateur theater group. "I was just going to help with costumes," she recounted, "but soon I was on stage. The laughter, the camaraderie, the shared purpose. It's the best medicine I've ever had." Flowing naturally from this is the seventh idea: finding purpose through meaningful engagement. Retirement can, for some, create a vacuum where a lifelong career once was. Filling this time with passive leisure is a missed opportunity. The key to a fulfilling later life is purpose. Volunteering is a powerful avenue for this. It provides structure, social interaction, and the deep satisfaction that comes from contributing to a cause greater than oneself. Whether it's mentoring a young person, helping at an animal shelter, assisting at a local library, or working at a food bank, giving back enriches the giver as much as the receiver. Mr. David Foster, a retired accountant, volunteers 2 days a week preparing taxes for low-income families. He confirmed, "Using my professional skills to help people who truly need it gives my week a meaning that golf simply can't." To support this active and engaged life, our environment must be a place of safety and serenity. This brings us to the eighth principle: organize your living space. This is a two-pronged approach. First is safety. A significant number of injuries in older adults are caused by falls at home. A systematic decluttering of your living space is essential. Remove trip hazards like loose rugs and electrical cords. Install grab bars in the bathroom and ensure all areas, especially stairs, are well lit. The second prong is serenity. A cluttered, disorganized home can contribute to a cluttered, disorganized mind. The process of sorting through possessions, letting go of what is no longer needed, and organizing what remains can be incredibly liberating. It simplifies daily life and creates a calming environment that supports mental well-being. Parallel to organizing our physical space is the necessity of organizing our affairs, leading to the 9th principle: master your finances for peace of mind. Financial anxiety is a major source of stress at any age, but it can be particularly acute in retirement when income is often fixed. Take a proactive approach. Create a clear, realistic budget to track income and expenses. Consolidate accounts where possible to simplify management. Most importantly, ensure your legal and estate planning documents are in order. This includes a will, a living will, or advance directive, and powers of attorney for both healthcare and finances. This isn't about morbidity, it's an act of profound responsibility and love for your family, ensuring your wishes are known and sparing them difficult decisions during a stressful time. Mr. and Mrs. Harrison, both in their early 70s, spent a month working with an advisor to get all their documents in order. Mrs. Harrison described the feeling afterward as a huge weight being lifted. We can now fully enjoy our life, knowing we've taken care of the what-ifs. In a world that can feel increasingly fast-paced and overwhelming, the 10th principle is to practice mindfulness and stress reduction. Chronic stress floods the body with cortisol, which can negatively impact nearly every system, from blood pressure to memory. Mindfulness is the practice of being present in the moment, without judgment. This can be achieved through formal meditation, but also through simple daily acts. Pay full attention to the taste and texture of your food. Notice the feeling of the sun on your skin during a walk. Listen, truly listen, to the sounds around you. Deep breathing exercises are another powerful, accessible tool that can instantly calm the nervous system. A client of mine, Ms. Patricia Williams, a 68-year-old who struggled with anxiety, began a simple 5-minute daily breathing practice. It doesn't solve my problems, she shared, but it gives me a space of calm from which I can face them. It's my anchor in any storm. To weave these practices into a cohesive whole, we arrive at the 11th principle. Establish a structured yet flexible daily routine. A routine provides a comforting scaffold for the day, reducing decision fatigue and promoting healthy habits. It ensures that time for exercise, social connection, and hobbies doesn't get lost. A good routine might include a set wake-up time, a morning walk, specific times for meals, and a wind-down period in the evening. However, this structure should not be a prison. It must be flexible enough to accommodate spontaneity, an impromptu lunch with a friend, a beautiful day that calls for an extra hour outdoors. The routine is a servant, not a master. It's a framework designed to ensure the pillars of a healthy life are consistently in place. Our world is a rich tapestry of ages, and a fulfilling life involves appreciating the entire weave. This is the 12th principle: nurture intergenerational relationships. While connections with peers are vital for shared understanding, relationships with younger generations offer a unique form of energy, perspective, and learning. It combats the siloing of age groups and fosters a sense of legacy. This can happen organically within families, but it can also be cultivated. Consider mentoring a student, volunteering at a school, or simply striking up conversations with younger people in your community. The exchange is mutually beneficial. You offer wisdom and life experience, and they offer a window into a changing world, new technologies, and fresh perspectives. This leads directly to the 13th idea, which is to embrace digital literacy. In today's world, avoiding technology is akin to choosing isolation. The internet is a powerful tool for staying connected with family through video calls, managing finances and healthcare through online portals, accessing endless learning opportunities, and connecting with communities of shared interest. While it can be intimidating, a wealth of resources, from library classes to patient tutorials, from grandchildren, can help. Mr. Kenji Tanaka, at 82, was initially resistant to getting a smartphone. His daughter patiently taught him. Now he video calls his grandchildren across the country every week and follows international news online. It keeps my world large, he states with pride. I am not stuck in the past. I am part of the present. Finally, our gateway to experiencing the beauty of the world is through our senses. The 14th principle is to protect them, specifically your hearing and vision. Gradual loss in these areas is common, but often goes unaddressed, leading to social withdrawal, confusion, and a diminished quality of life. Schedule regular checkups with an audiologist and an ophthalmologist. Don't view hearing aids or corrective lenses as signs of aging, but as tools for full engagement with the world. When Mrs. Susan Miller finally got hearing aids at age 76, she wept. "I didn't realize how much I was missing," she said. "The birdsong, the nuances in conversation, the laughter of my great-grandchild. The world came back to me in full color and sound." In conclusion, these 14 pillars are not a checklist to be completed, but a holistic guide to actively curating a vibrant and organized later life. They are interconnected, each one reinforcing the others. A healthy diet fuels the energy for exercise, which in turn improves sleep. A sharp mind and clear purpose make social connections more rewarding. An organized home and sound finances remove the background noise of anxiety, allowing one to be more present and mindful. This is the art of aging well. It is a conscious, daily practice of nurturing the body, engaging the mind, connecting with the heart, and organizing one's world. It is the definitive act of taking authorship of your final and potentially most rewarding chapters.